Hello everybody, this is Probe Niger, and I just want to use this opportunity to celebrate my fellow Nigerians who proved during these 2023 elections at the federal level, at the state level, that we are great citizens and we want a Nigeria that will work for all of us. They did what we have always known them to be doing, and we did what we never did before in a very spectacular way. I'm really proud of Nigerians who came out in our numbers and defied all hardship and all intimidations, all provocations, and voted and made sure that our votes counted, except the criminals did what they have always done. But you will agree with me that we really put some fear into them. We really did something different. So it might seem that it was a disappointment, that it was a failure, but I'm here to tell you from my own opinion that we did not lose. We merely started, or rather continued, the feeling of revolution that we think and we believe we as Nigerians need. We have begun this fight, but it's not a physical fight. It's not a violent fight. If it is violent at all, it is violence by good ideas. Ideas that bring in good leaders. So I just want to celebrate us. I know a lot of people are frustrated. We have seen a lot of people, destroying their Nigerian passport. And I honestly understand where they're coming from. The frustration is so much. The provocation was just, unprecedented.
They vote like no other in the history of Nigeria. And at the end of the day, it took 5 days for INEC to announce results. And the result that was announced did not reflect what we got at the polling units. And we are really, really aggrieved. And that is the reason why we have come out here today in mass to tell the Nigerian government and INEC and the judiciary that the will of the people must be done. We want our mandate back because our mandate was ripped out of us and it was stolen from the Nigerian citizens.
But I want to applaud everybody that resisted every intimidation, every provocation. People who went back to vote despite the disappointment after the first election on 25th of February. I just want to say thank you so much. And I want to say also to ourselves, we must not give up. We have started. We cannot just go home and celebrate or, mourn because they rigged the election again. And by the way, the fight continues. It is not over yet until it is over. What I want to encourage us to do as part of the continuation of this fight is to begin to rethink what our role as citizens is in terms of helping our representatives to be able to represent us, and referring to holding them accountable. Because we're hiring them, we're sending them to the state's houses of assembly to represent us. We are sending them to the National House of Assembly, to Senate, to represent us. So our job is not done yet. Our job has just started.
We are here calling on the judiciary to give Nigerians justice. The judiciary should look at the merit of the cases presented before them, following the Nigerian Constitution and the Electoral Act, and give Nigerians justice.
At Probe Niger, I'm inviting you to bring your ideas. We have to stay together. We have to pool our brains and our intelligence together. We have to pool our human resources together and make sure that these politicians do not carry on business as usual. We have started very well. I can't even mention names and groups, but I'm so proud of what we did during this election season. These two elections this time. Thank you so much. Let us pull our brains together. Let us think of ways to hold them accountable. We now understand that they can be afraid of us. Not afraid of us in terms of violence. They can be afraid when we are aware, when we are awake, when we are involved, when we participate. They want our vote, even though they always have their plan B to rig, but at least they are now more careful. And if we sustain this effort, I strongly believe that at some point it will continue to be harder and harder and harder for them to rig elections. And at that point, all this struggle would have yielded some good fruit. Follow us on Probe Niger for different ideas that we have that will lead to good governance. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we have WhatsApp forum. Join us and bring your ideas. We have to start at the state level, at the local government level. Let's hold them accountable so that we will reap the benefits of democracy. Thank you so much. And together, let us work for Nigeria that will be good for all of us.